Hundreds of thousands of employees are expected to return to work in New York City on Monday as the city moves into its first phase of reopening after nearly 3 months of restrictions and closures. Shops can partially reopen for curbside pickup, though most of the resumed economic activity will be in construction and manufacturing. New York City was at one point the epicenter of the outbreak in the U.S.
Meanwhile, the U.S. continues to struggle to bring down the national rate of infection. The virus continues to infect about 20,000 new people in the U.S. every day, and the epidemic is expanding in more than a dozen states, according to former Food and Drug Administration Commissioner Dr. Scott Gottlieb.
Globally, the virus has infected more than 7 million people and killed more than 400,000.
This is CNBC's live blog covering all the latest news on the coronavirus outbreak. This blog will be updated throughout the day as the news breaks.
The data above was compiled by Johns Hopkins University.
7:42 a.m. Eastern Time, New York City will move into Phase 1 of the state's reopening plan, allowing non-essential retailers to partially reopen and much of the construction and manufacturing industries to resume.
Between 200,000 and 400,000 New Yorkers are expected to return to work, Mayor Bill de Blasio has previously said.
The city's reopening marks a turning point in the country's fight against the coronavirus, which first ravaged New York City and the surrounding region, but has since spread to other states across the country.
The virus has infected more than 203,819 people in New York City and killed at least 21,844 people, according to the city's health department. That means New York City accounts for about 20% of all COVID-19 deaths in the U.S. Will Fewer.
7:19 a.m. Eastern Time, the Russian capital Moscow is ready to start lifting some lockdown measures on June 9, according to news agency TASS.
The measures, including a self-isolation regime, scheduled walking times and a digital pass system, are among the restrictions being lifted, the news agency said, quoting city official Konstantin Remchikov.
Cafes with outdoor seating areas are set to reopen on June 16, the official said. Moscow has been the city hardest hit by the coronavirus outbreak in Russia, where there are now over 476,000 confirmed cases of the virus, and just under 6,000 reported deaths.
Russia's Coronavirus Crisis Center reported on Monday a further 51 people had died in the capital, taking the city's coronavirus death toll to 2,970. Holly Elliott.
7:07 a.m. Eastern Time, New Zealand has eliminated the coronavirus domestically and will lift nearly all restrictions except for border controls, Prime Minister Jacinda Ardern announced.
The country of about 5 million wrestled the virus under control in roughly 75 days with strict lockdown measures that shuttered most businesses around the country and kept everyone but essential personnel largely at home.
The virus infected 1,504 people in New Zealand and killed at least 22, according to data compiled by Johns Hopkins University.
We are confident we have eliminated transmission of the virus in New Zealand for now, but elimination is not a point in time, it is a sustained effort, Ardern said, according to Reuters. Not only have we protected New Zealanders' health, we now have a head start on our economic recovery. Will Fewer.
Read CNBC's previous coronavirus live coverage here. Global cases top 7 million. Italy sees economy contracting 8.3% in 2020.